Hey girls, how's it going? So I just wanted to hop on really quick and just chat with you guys a little bit about the Godmothers book for our upcoming study. Just kind of like a little pre to our kickoff, some things I bookmarked that I'm excited to share out of the book that I didn't want to forget when our study starts. And just read a little bit of things out of the book and just share with you guys a little of my heart mixed with Lisa's heart. So we're all daughters, we're all goddaughters because we all share the same Father, Jesus Christ, and we're all needing nurturing. Just like we need physical nurturing, we need spiritual nurturing, and that comes from spiritual godmothers, spiritual mentors being poured into. And one of these things that I thought was pretty I like how Lisa explained it. And on the front of your book, if you notice, I didn't notice it first. She's holding a wand far out. And it says in here, she writes, it says, "The wand is but a focal point for the concept of one generation, extending its blessing to the next. The blessing is the very reason godmothers should exist." Godmothers like to speak blessings over their godchildren. They want to see them succeed. They wish them well. They speak blessings into their life. The blessing is the very reason godmothers should exist. They live to bless their godchildren. Now, a little something I'm really excited about, but it's funny how God works, you know. In a season of doing the book Godmothers and really focusing in on what does that look like, how to be one, how to prepare to be one, and how to find one for myself. I got the opportunity to be a godmother to a beautiful little boy, my cousin's little boy. We got the honor and the privilege to do that. So being a physical god mom in real life, it made me think about this book, that how godmothers, as we all know, you take, someone's baby to church and you stand there. You're making a declaration that you are going to train up that child. You're going to help them, lead them, guide and direct them from small until they grow. So that's what a spiritual godmother is for us in our seasons. It's the same thing, to watch out for, to encourage, to nurture, to correct, to help us along the path. So I was really excited. I'm like, wow, Lord, like it's really a season that you have me in, that I'm really honored to do, that it just goes along with everything right in between. And I feel like it's going to teach me to be more of that spiritual God mom to others, as well as physical, in a physical sense. So I'm really excited for that. And another thing I wanted to share in here, that it says, "We are blessed to be a blessing to one another. It is a beautiful truth we can never lose. You can never lose what you have truly given. Like seeds, blessings multiply. And even though the seed leaves the hand, it never leaves the life." And I wrote that, I read that in here and I just highlighted it because I was like, wow, that's so true. Like, if we really never have something, how can we fully give it? How does it grow? We can't. It's not gonna last. It's gonna be just, there for a second. And you can never lose what you truly have. And I love that, like seeds, when we plant seeds to flourish and grow, we have to nurture those. So if they were really never in us, then they're just gonna not take root and they're not gonna grow and produce anything. So I really love that. And another thing she says in here, "A blessing can transform the very waters the enemy meant us to drown in." How about that? Something that the enemy wants us to drown in, a godmother shows us how to use that for our good, like Romans 8:28, and she says in here, "Don't imagine I'm promising this will be easy, being a god mom," which we know, it's not. It's going to be something we have to prepare ourselves daily in God's word and the living water to pour into others. We have to be poured into first before we can pour into others. The hard conversations need to be had. And the hard things is where we grow. We need those bridges to be built to fill in those gaps. And, you know, the gaps is just for growth, answers, and potential that our godmothers help us see, our mentors. You know, what gaps do we need help filled? You know, marriage, parenting, friendships, relationships, whatever it looks like, or some that we're walking in and we don't even know that they need to just help point them out and help bridge those gapways. And when I was reading this, it brought me back to what I shared a couple months ago when God was speaking to me about who I am when we did the I am study. It says, and I wrote in here, you guys can see, it says, I am a bridgeway, because it talks about, but don't always look visible, viable ways to bridge or to fill it, but we need to be the bridgeway for someone. And God told me, I am a bridgeway. You know, I'm a bridgeway from heaven to earth to, you know, for his kingdom, for his glory, to build his kingdom, to share, to encourage, to inspire in God's word and share it. And through that bridgeway, that gap is going to be filled to bring others to Christ. So I was really like, wow, Lord, you're speaking so much, and it's all adding up together from this season, from March till now. And it's just, I love when that happens. And let's see, and then a quote in here I love, and which is really true, because sometimes we don't want to be honest, we don't want to be transparent or vulnerable, but that's where we have to grow, to be a mentor or to be mentored. And she says, sometimes the scariest thing is admitting that there is a gap that you don't know how to fill. Like, you don't know how to do something, and we try and do it in our own strength, and it ends up a bigger mess than what we started, you know. You were not made to fill these gaps yourself. That's where our spiritual mentors come in to help us and encourage us and speak blessings through that to, you know, get us to that other side. In our day in life now, we need connections. We need those deep connections. We need to be deep wells, you know, that's drinking from Christ, and then to pour into others, as well as helping us along the way when we need that, to help mentor someone else, you know. I think those are the main things that I wanted to, and this was the other thing, this was it. It says, leaders who want to grow have to be willing to embrace the pain of exposure and the aching nakedness of vulnerability. Like I was just saying, you know, that's what we need. And that if we want to grow in that, to be a leader, to be that godmother to someone else, we have to say, here I am. I'm willing to go through that with you, to help you through that, because through the pain, there's the promise. Through every process, the promise is on the other end. So I just wanted to share little insights with you on that. And it's just, it's beautiful. This book is amazing. There's so much in here to glean from and to share and grow and learn. And I just want to say to you all, God bless you guys. And I just want to speak over all of us today that we are loved, we are worthy, we are seen, we are goddaughters, and we're all gap standers, gap filler-inners. And I pray for the strength and the courage and the wisdom to walk in whatever God is calling us to walk in. So Wednesday mornings, yeah, looking forward to kick off our study with godmothers. So, and I also posted this, I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'll post it again here in the comments. It is the resource guide for our study for the chapters. God bless.